Hello, welcome to Food Immerse, a channel where we not only teach you how to cook delicious dishes, but immerse ourselves in the history, culture, science, and beauty of food. I'm Lorraine, and I'm so excited for you to join me on this journey, exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. Minced chicken in wonton cups. This is my bite-sized twist on the popular Chinese dish, minced chicken in lettuce cups. Instead of lettuce cups, this version is served in wonton cups and incorporates the lettuce as a garnish. There is a fair amount of prep for this dish, which can all be done ahead, but the cooking is super fast. We're about to deep dive into some food history, the immerse part of Food Immerse. So if you want to skip to the recipe, go to the chapter for ingredients in the progress bar. This Cantonese dish from China was originally made with minced squab. The dish migrated to Southeast Asia, where it received regional twists in countries like Thailand and Korea. The history of this dish in the US, and actually regional Chinese cuisine as a whole, is very interesting, and it all traces back to a single woman, Cecilia Chiang. Cecilia was a restaurateur who moved from China to San Francisco in 1960 and opened an authentic and popular northern Chinese restaurant called The Mandarin at Ghirardelli Square. This was the first upscale Chinese restaurant serving regional dishes such as Sichuan and Hunan in the US, and is credited with introducing Americans to now popular dishes like pot stickers, kung pao chicken, mu shu pork, sizzling rice soup, hot and sour soup, and tea smoked duck. These dishes were unheard of in the US. Chinese restaurants at that time offered only Americanized versions of Cantonese cuisine, like chop suey, chow mein, and egg foo young. The Mandarin became a huge sensation and a popular place for business and world leaders, musicians, and Hollywood celebrities to entertain friends and clients. The Mandarin offered minced squab in lettuce cups, which Cecilia reworked to minced chicken in lettuce cups for the opening of a more casual restaurant called Betel Nut. Today's video uses this exact recipe for the filling. Notably, her son Philip started the restaurant chain P.F. Chang's China Bistro in 1993, altering the spelling of their last name by removing the I. One of that chain's popular menu items is chicken in lettuce cups, with a slightly altered recipe from his mother's. She sold the San Francisco Mandarin in 1991, and the restaurant closed in 2006. Cecilia taught James Beard, Alice Waters, and Julia Child how to cook Chinese cuisine. She was honored with a James Beard Lifetime Achievement Award in 2013. The Mandarin was also listed as one of the 10 restaurants that changed America by restaurant scholar Paul Friedman. Cecilia worked as a consultant into her 90s and died in 2020 at the age of 100. She led a fascinating life prior to coming to San Francisco, deserving of a feature-length movie that I hope to see made one day. I've linked 2 great articles about her in the description below if you're interested in learning more. Now that we've had a short Chinese cuisine in the US history lesson, let's get cooking. To make minced chicken in wonton cups, you will need 36 wonton wrappers, 1/4 cup dried black mushrooms, a half-pound boneless, skinless chicken thigh, 1 tablespoon light soy sauce, 1 egg white, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 tablespoon vegetable oil, 1 to 2 inch piece of ginger, 1 8-ounce can water chestnuts, 1 Chinese sausage, 1 tablespoon oyster sauce, 2 green onions, a pinch of ground white pepper, Asian sesame oil, about a teaspoon, 1 tablespoon toasted pine nuts, some plum sauce, and 2 or 3 iceberg lettuce leaves washed, dried, and refrigerated. Here are packaging photos of a couple of the specialty items to help you with shopping. Any brands will work. The dried black mushrooms might be labeled as dried black fungus. It's the same thing. Light soy sauce is thinner, saltier, and has a more delicate flavor than regular soy sauce, also known as dark soy sauce. Light soy sauce and low sodium soy sauce are not the same thing. There is no good substitute for Chinese sausage, so if you cannot find it, just omit. You will only need one sausage for this recipe, but they keep for months in the fridge and are delicious in fried rice, scrambled eggs, on pizza, or just about anywhere you might use regular smoked sausage. The only special equipment you will need is for making the wonton cups. You will need 1 to 3 non-stick mini muffin pans. If you have fewer than 3, then you just need to make the cups in shifts. And 1 2 to 2 1/4 inch diameter ring cutter. We'll make the wonton cups first. Start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Stack about 5 or 6 of the wonton wrappers and use the ring cutter to push through and cut circles. Continue until you have 36 wonton circles. Push one circle into each mini muffin cup, pressing into the corners. Make sure the bottom is flat and the edges are pushed against the sides. There will be some pleats on the edges as you do this. The leftover scraps can be cut up, tossed in some oil, and baked until crispy. Add salt and sesame seeds. Bake until wonton cups are light to medium brown and crisp. This will take about 6 to 7 minutes. When cool, remove from pan. Wonton cups will keep for 2 to 3 days in an airtight container. Place mushrooms in a small bowl and cover with boiling water. Allow to soak until soft, about 1 hour. Once mushrooms are soft, strain, reserving the liquid for later. Mince the mushrooms. Mince the water chestnuts to make a half cup. You will not need the whole can. You can save leftovers in the refrigerator. Place the minced water chestnuts in a bowl with the minced mushrooms. Now mince the Chinese sausage. You want 2 tablespoons minced, which is about 1 sausage. Add minced sausage to the bowl with the minced water chestnuts and mushrooms. Now finely mince the green onions. The easiest way to mince green onions is to first make some lengthwise cuts along the greens. Do the same on the white parts of the onion. Place the minced green onion in its own container. Now prepare the ginger by cutting off the end and using the side of a spoon to scrape the skin about halfway up the piece. To mince, first cut slices. Stack with the whitest pieces on the bottom for stability. Cut into strips and then mince. You want 1 teaspoon's worth. Place in its own dish. Place chicken thigh in freezer for about 30 minutes. This will make mincing it much easier. This dish calls for minced chicken, not ground, so that there are discernible pieces in the finished dish. I cut it by hand since it's difficult to control the size in a food processor. Place minced chicken in a large bowl. Separate the egg, keeping the egg yolk in a separate container in the refrigerator for another use. We are only going to use the white. To the minced chicken, add the egg white, the soy sauce, and the cornstarch. Stir to combine. Before cooking, as with any dish, but especially with stir-fry type dishes, assemble your prepped ingredients. The minced chicken with egg white, soy sauce, and cornstarch, the bowl with minced mushrooms, water chestnuts, and Chinese sausage, the minced green onions, minced ginger, oyster sauce, ground white pepper, and the reserve mushroom soaking liquid. Place a wok or non-stick skillet over high heat and heat the 1 tablespoon vegetable oil. Add the chicken mixture and ginger and cook until chicken is opaque, about 3 minutes. Add the minced Chinese sausage, water chestnuts, and mushrooms and stir to combine. Reduce the heat to low. Add the green onions, the oyster sauce, and the pinch of white pepper and combine. If mixture seems dry, add just enough of the mushroom soaking liquid to moisten so the mixture will hold together. Remove from heat and drizzle with sesame oil to taste. To prep lettuce garnish, cut strips about a 1/2 inch wide and 2 inches long. You will need 36 strips. To assemble, start with a wonton cup. Take plum sauce and place a small dab in the bottom of the cup. Place the base of one of the lettuce strips into the plum sauce and push to hold securely. Allow the rest of the lettuce to stick up above the rim. Add about 1 teaspoon of filling to the cup. Garnish with toasted pine nuts. Peach Hot Toddy. This delicious and comforting hot beverage combines the flavors of peach and orange. I chose it to pair with the minced chicken and wontons because the hot tea base and citrus notes contrast nicely with the umami of the Chinese flavor profile. You can easily make an alcohol-free mocktail version by simply omitting the vodka and bitters and using 2 tea bags instead of 1. To make 1 serving of Peach Hot Toddy, you will need 2 ounces of Kettle One brand botanical peach and orange blossom vodka, 1 dash orange bitters, 1 tablespoon honey, 4 to 5 ounces of boiling water, 1 peach tea bag, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 lemon wedge, and 1 lemon wheel for garnish. Pour 2 ounces of the peach and orange blossom vodka into an Irish coffee mug or other mug. Add 1 dash of orange bitters. Next, add the honey. Add boiling water to about a 1/2 inch from the top and stir well. Add tea bag and cinnamon stick and allow to steep for 3 minutes. Cut the end off a lemon and then cut a wheel to float in the drink for garnish. Cut the remainder of the lemon into quarters. If you are making more than a couple drinks, you can cut 1 lemon into rounds and 1 lemon into quarters. Remove the tea bag. Squeeze 1 lemon wedge into the glass. Stir and float a lemon wheel on top. Delicious. Thank you so much for joining Food Immerse and exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. If you make this dish, I would love to hear about it in the comments or shoot me an email. Until next time, cheers to good food.